2. Before you begin, get Transport Fever 2. Congratulations, you've got Transport Fever 2. Now, it's for the best part. Currently my friend's playing actually, but we're not going to talk about it. We're going to press play. Now wait. It's going to show up with this screen. And that's basically letting you know you've successfully got Transport Fever 2. Now, after that, you get a very nice decision of what you get. I'm going to go ahead with the free game, and I'm going to go with the Vast Valley map, which I have specifically made sure to have a couple of things. I normally like to have 2 mods enabled at a guaranteed, which is the achievement mod and the legacy vehicle mod. Obviously, deluxe content is sold separately. Now it's time for you to wait, and by this time you're going to see a couple of hints. This basically denounces this video for no reason, because I do not know why I'm making this video. Oh wait, now I know. Will Rides Trains decided to ask me how to play this game. Anyway, let's continue. We're gonna now load in, and now we see a pretty little map. It's a pretty map, you can't lie. It's a very pretty map. I mean, technically I could have downloaded the OpenTDD map thing icon, which basically shows me the whole map as a whole. It's a small map, yes. So basically what we've got here is Zala with a food processing plant right next to it. Here, down here, we've got Ladra, which requires food conveniently. I know, this is so good. You know what, it was like, Indigo, you thought about this correctly, and you've actually got a map that basically has the tutorials for you. If you own Deluxe Edition, it is going to be a lot more easy for you. If you don't, well, you're going to have to struggle with maps that are randomly designed. Again, basically follow the same process, which is find a factories right next to each other and start generating a small income. I'm going to connect every single route together by connecting it like that. I don't even know if I might need to check if that's actually connected. Most likely not. And then the last one, which is from Zala down to Ladra. That basically shows that we've got all the routes connected. I'm just going to quickly check if this is connected. It is excellent, because I know that happened before where the food processing plant is not connected. I always like to have also make sure that they always wait here. That basically allows us to make sure that you are not wasting any food and grain at the beginning. And obviously we've got this one, and I'm actually going to shove you on the platform. Well, it's not really platform, is stop one. Now I reckon Zala will be a very good place to start put a depot right in the middle of the city, because you gotta put a depot in the middle of the city, and then you get a choice of vehicles. Personally, you'd always want to actually check which one has the best capacity, and for this time it is a horse and carriage. Now, however, on some routes we will actually require better horsepower, but here we can tell that the horse and carriage is just a lot more better than the DMG concept. So we're just going to grab a couple of horse and carriages. This one can carry grain, so we're going to quickly grab, I reckon, we've got 3 routes, I reckon 20. We're going to pop 3 on line 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on line 2, and then the rest on line 3, basically allowing us to have a little bit of a spread out. Now let's just quickly grab ourselves a horse and carriage for our food. Now obviously, if you do not know, our food requires 2 grain to make 1 bread. I know, I already know how this works because I played this so long. Here's the good part. I would always recommend renaming your truck routes, train routes, whatever, just to make it a little bit easier for you to check. How I rename it is have the section which is truck, train, bus, plane, boat, you know what I mean, at the beginning, and then I write Zala, for example, food, Zala, grain, 1. And that basically already organizes it correctly. I'm gonna just quickly repeat the process again. Any sort of like where you're getting to a destination, I always recommend having it to the place name where you're delivering to, instead of, for example, for this time we could have truck Zala grain 1, truck Zala grain 2, and then truck whatever the other name was. It was Lacquer food delivery, and that's basically what you need. No, it's Latra. I already screwed up at the beginning. There you go. And there you go. That basically allows us to generate a small income. Now, here's the best part. Watching as everything goes. I always recommend also hiding your entire bank balance to make sure that you've got no loan interest paid. I know it's the 1900s, however, well, the trucks, the diesel trucks, so let's just run the things. They're a lot more better. And as you see, we've actually got a little bit of grain getting produced. I didn't know what the word was for a second. Now, if you require more capacity, which probably would be necessary at Ladra, you can always just come here, press cargo, and then extend it. As you see, this cell, it says building storage for some capacity provided. But building for storage for some cargo items providing capacity for 25 items. This one's for 75. As everyone is starting to leave, you might notice that actually our little truck routes are going to stay here forever. Now, what about passengers? Passengers is a lot more different in terms of the mechanics. They normally like to go from residential to commercial to industrial in some sort of manner, whichever way around. This could be also outside the city, so if a city is connected by roads, public transport will automatically happen. This basically also means that bigger cities with like 5 different cities right next to it may expand quicker, but also have massive traffic congestions. This has been a problem that I found a couple of times. So what we're going to do quickly in terms of transport is we're going to actually quickly grab ourselves a little bit of money. If you press shift you will casually get a 5 million into your bank account automatically without pressing a couple of times. I forgot how many numbers. Let's just quickly do a little bus route. How I also like to do is, instead of having just one bus stop in the centre, just having a couple of bus stops on the outside, basically also registering. If you have a mod that basically allows you to have workers coming here, also put a bus stop there. For this one, we're just going to have a little bus route going into town. I obviously put that a little bit outside to make sure future reference. If a city or town expands, it's just going to be a little bit easier. Just one more here. There you go. Now, the best part is the bus route itself, which is going to pop down. This will also help out if you ever get trains. If having a bus route just stopping at multiple bus stops, it will just help out already with like train transport with trains. I'm just going to quickly rename this bus Zala to Lad. And I unlocked the tram. And guess what? That will prove a point of how to upgrade a tram route, bus route, into a tram route. reminding us. Make sure to select catenary if it is available. It's just going to make your life a little bit easier, while a little bit more expensive. However, the tram routes are a lot more better if you've got electric. Now I reckon Landro's not going to be that big of a town. However, this is going to be our home for our all-new and fancy tram depot. For this one, we're just going to buy 4 trams and just pop them on this route. Trams are a great way of getting passengers because they're cheap, as in like they can carry lots of people in a small amount of times. However, on the beginning, they are a bit expensive. Please be aware of that. Now, really, in terms of like getting like goods and cargo, it is very easy to set up and start. Now, I'm gonna quickly fast forward a little bit, and we're basically going to. What should we? Let's start off with a train route already from the get-go. Now, I like to, before I start, well, obviously I'm playing vanilla, so I do not really know what sort of trains we've got. So let's actually pop a depot, maybe right next to here. I know some people like to use one depot. We've only got steam locos, which is a lot more helpful than people might think. So basically that means that we can't have catenary. I just realised that catenary wasn't existing back in 1900s. Ignore me. Have a decent sized train station, and I also like to recommend leaving a bit of room before you continue. Let's start off with a passenger route. It's just a lot more easier to set up, and also passenger routes can be very profitable in the long run. I just remember that I'm not playing my private series or my YouTube series with having multiple level crossings, but we're not going to get into that too far. Just grab our line going up to there, then there. What I'll also do quickly here is just make sure that we've got a one-way signal here. There you go, just to make sure that the trains don't decide to go the wrong way around, because this does happen. There you go. And let's just quickly make sure. Some people would recommend you putting contour lines. We're gonna practically try and avoid it visually, but contour lines can be found in this layer with, no, that's navigable routers. There you go, this one. This is how it looks. I quite don't like the look of it. There are mods to make it a little bit more appealing. What we'll do is actually follow this line carefully down to there, maybe having a little tunnel down here. Just carefully down this little slope, that should be fine. And I reckon we're gonna have this like a little single track section. This is going down the valley, so it should not have a big problem. I build a 2 platform station so that we can have maybe like a line go down to the bottom. I don't know. We're gonna see it in the future. I mean, obviously this is just a little private series just to show you how to play this game. So what I'll do is actually slow this down a little bit and just have to make sure that we're following contours, because obviously if you follow the contours, landscaping is a little bit more cheaper than what it has to be. So yeah, we're gonna have to run an excellent train in terms of power usage, so that we do not go insane on the power handling. Oh, do we have any like? Oh, yeah, we've got a little place there. All I'll do is actually follow the line down there, pop a little bridge, just a little bridge. I mean, that's not bad, and we only have that bridge, so good that we kept it at 38 miles per hour. This is miles per hour, if anyone sounds good. Alright, and then what we're also going to have is a little long that's going to go down to the other one. And here, have a little line. Future proofing is always a good idea because it helps you basically understand what you wanted to do earlier. I want to keep this as ground, maybe a little bit more expensive, but it's a little bit more appealing. There you go. I'm going to just keep that little crossing and just making sure that we are going downhill. A little tunnel in mind. I just do not want to turn all the way, just actually want to see some traction in there. Now I prefer, in the beginnings, do not try and go straight for goods. Goods are a pain to get, I like to point out, because, well, while they do basically earn the most amount, you require a lot of infrastructure and a lot of investment. This is more of a long-term train project rather than beginnings. Oil, I always recommend oil. Oil bread is like the easiest one to do, and then also bricks. That's also pretty easy. And most industries, when they're pre-built, they should be easy next to each other. Right, we have just arrived at whatever this place name is. I'm going to turn the contour line off. I'm just going to quickly pop it down here. I'm just going to quickly pop a little bus route into here, just to already start the demand increasing. Go. I'm going to do that in a sec, and we're just going to quickly pop a line going from here to here, and we're going to name it appropriately, which is Train Zala to Trebija. I do not know how to pronounce these names, so I'm sorry for mispronunciations. If you've got multiple platforms, which I do have here, you can have it so that the train goes into multiple platforms. This is indicated by a little bit of a dimmer line, basically indicating, showing you that, hey, this is not my platform, but I'm here because there's a train on my platform. Very easy, very simple to use. This is a little bit more of a simpler mechanic. If you've got a train, like here, we press on add, and that's basically adds it on. This also shows us how much power it will have up and down the hill. This train will go only 37 miles per hour, which is actually excellent for this route. We've got two wagons. I personally would prefer to use the one that has 37 miles per hour capacity. This is also a little bit long. This is the same size as that, however that's just a lot more better, because obviously our train cannot go any faster. I'm gonna try and keep actually the power a little bit fast. Like here we have a problem with high. We're just gonna have that, pop you on. I just remembered that I needed to put it on. And there we go, we've got our first train. I obviously can't have the achievement and stuff right now. This will basically help out a lot if you repay your loan regularly, because obviously you're not paying the interest. Think of it in real life, you are paying interest if you take out a loan. Basic mechanics here, and yeah, a simple little bus route down here would also suffice. Obviously trying to choose the one that has the best capacity. This time is the Landauer. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's just get 4 of those again and pop you on here. I am a very big fan of number 4, as it helps out a lot, and that should take a little bit of passengers and take it down here. This train will take its ages to get up here, but it will go faster than this convoluted route down this mountain, which, to be honest, I think is more I wouldn't be faster. I wouldn't say it's faster. What about freight? Freight basically is the same as trucks, however I kind of do not have a good way. Actually, hang on, there you go, we've got a good way. Let's grab this little train station, pop it down here. Make sure you actually got money. This time I don't, so let's just quickly grab you. I am not a lot of money in debt, however, that's not a problem. Let's just quickly follow again the landscape. I'm gonna do it visually because that's how I normally do it. I just done it with the tool, basically just to show you how it works. There you go. That should work. Nope, that's awful. So let's just keep it standard. I do not like this. We'll pop you on automatically. That doesn't look like a bad junction. Let's just here to make sure that our train doesn't decide to randomly stop. And we're gonna pop a track down here. Technically I could make this dual track, however I just can't do it. That carries on, connects very nicely, and then it's practically a straight piece of track. So you just quickly make a short little line and name it again train. And maybe if I press the rename button, train Zala train 1. Grab quickly a little locomotive, which in this case will be a. Now we'll just keep with this one. There's not really much problem. I mean, let's quickly check. What's the tractive effort? That has a better. This is just a better train. There you go. And then make sure that we got the best wagons, which is this one. And just let's get 80 capacity, and the train is good on power output, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's also quickly put a signal here for any of our trains decide to crash into each other. We've only got one train on this line, so that shouldn't be a problem. 2 trains on these lines, so that shouldn't be a big problem with it. And then we might put a passenger loop here one day. For now, we won't. For our passengers at our train station. And as we see, this person has decided to go to this commercial building, which is found right over here. Which basically also indicates that this person also will take the bus, which obviously is a good thing. Our train has actually, I think, arrived here. Did it arrive here? Where's our train gone? Where did our train go? Wait, is that up here? Wait, where is our train? Oh yeah, it's going back to Zara. It just stopped there. There you go. It's got 9 passengers. It should break even eventually. Are you actually grabbing one train? Yes. Great, yes. Yes. So that should be producing one day. I'm hoping so. Do I use the correct wagons? Yeah, you can calculate. Maybe we need more places to get distributed grain. That might be a problem we are currently facing. That this train is having enough. I can't lie, we are, I think we've already got a blockage up going on over here, but that's not a big issue. Now, do you require grain? Food? No. But I mean, you get the idea. Trains will tend to make you more money than trucks. However, just because they also carry more things in volume. I'm going to quickly pause up, and I'm going to quickly go into my private save, as I do not like the vanilla trains and stuff like that. So I'm going to quickly pop into my private save, and I'm going to show you camera features and other examples. The private save is also on Sandbox, just a quick little notice.
15 minutes later.
Now here is my private save map, which is a French map built with UK trains, so do not expect much from it. I have paused the game. I do realise that this game is paused. I mean, my lines are actually generating me a profit, do not look at the ones. There you go. See, the postal service is great. But we're not going to go too far into details. I am generating 75 million of profit. How this will work is you get two options with this. This will just basically generate you the image of what you see, but the video is actually what I've used before. If you haven't watched my Transport Keeper 2 episode, which one was it? It was episode 11, where I destroyed my depot and basically had to make a video about it. Well, I personally done it myself. This is basically how I've done it. So what you do is you press on draw path, and then you add in the keyframes, you add in this. This will basically start the counter. So if, as soon as, let's say, we start zooming into this, let's say we want to zoom into this to this. There you go. And then as soon as, let's say that we want to move, I don't know if, yeah, you can. Then move over to, let's say, this first Capital Connect, although this train will probably be out of a shot as soon as we go. There you go. Just zoom in. And let's just say we want to follow the Midland Main Line, which is basically what this is on here, which is gonna take you a while. What if I just, oh, there you go, that's a little bit quicker. There you go, and then probably down to here. Yep, excellent. That's going to be a little bit longer. Maybe we might even get a train at Xanten Junction. I think that's how you say it, I do not know. Please remember, this is filmed in 2000. This series is done. Well, my private save was done in 2010, which, to be honest, in my opinion, is one of the more nicer eras in the UK. There you go, and there you go. That's gonna be the video. Alright. I personally would recommend using an external browser, and what I do is pop you out of the picture and just make sure you press play. There you go, just have it like here and then press play. It does get a little bit glitchy when you have it recording, and I have had issues with it crashing on my save. So we're just going to keep it with having an external one. Obviously this time will be this. You can change the frames per second right here, and change how fast it's going, and the best part is you can destroy the draw crosshair, and basically you've got the screen just a little bit different. I don't know if I'll be able to run the UI, but we're just going to pop you in here, and I'm going to press play. This will basically automatically start playing the game, hence why now it's a little bit more laggier, due to the fact that technically this is a very busy little map. There you go, and very soon as you transition in, you've got the basic counter. It might start speeding up. Now we are underground. I clearly didn't do that for best, but you get the idea. It is supposed to be just like a count and video shot of what he's done. It's simple, I reckon. My opinion says it's simple. I don't know other people's opinions. And then obviously we've got our it's a little simple, it's very nice, and I personally used it already before, and as soon as it finishes, it automatically pauses. Now, I could go and try it out with putting in the record button, however I am scared this is gonna crash. So just for the sake of it, I won't. Now I'm gonna get rid of this. This will automatically basically shove me back to where I used to was, and yeah, basic enhancements. A couple of mods that I also like to use automatically from the get-go is obviously some UK train mods. However, this is one of the mods that I also recommend having, is the signal mod. Now, these are obviously UK signals, however if you've got vanilla signals, this will also work very well as well. I don't really have a place where I haven't signaled yet, unless I do, which would be quite funny. I don't know. But if there are any places, I'll probably find it one day. I mean, this is for manual signaled. But like, if a place requires signaling, I just press on the bridge, hence why this just nearly crashed. If a place requires signaling, I always recommend using the auto sig mod and then just pressing on the button and allowing it to use it. It's simple, it's great, and yeah, it's a very simple way. Another thing you can have is the camera point mod, which is something that I also have enabled on here. Let's just quickly go and sit on an East Coast train, which I just realised there's none probably here, isn't there? Oh no, there's one here. There you go. And just ignore this. This is just constantly wants to show you that this is itself. And as you see, I've just moved up to the end. There are quite a bit of camera views you can have on this just by using the gauge up and down. I do not know what it is, max mod or something like that. But just by swiping down, you can find yourself a good camera point. I'm just going to go here, go down, and then yeah. So there we go. We've got ourselves a nice little seat in standard cats. Controls are pretty simple. WASD for movement. I don't know anything else. Q and D for moving left and right. That. Z and X to move up and down. And then I don't know. Oh, R and F just to don't need that to use the other. Anything else. Diamonds, Z and X. And yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing else. But yeah, there you go. And then, as whenever you're ready, the train will start moving. This would be a good time as the train starts pushing its doors. Might want to show you at the end. Signal up here. And then now I'm going to enjoy my incompleted East Coast radio. We're not going to go into detail about how many trains are actually going in and out of Burnett. It's very bad. I know. You don't need to tell me that. There are a lot of things out there. There you go. One of the best things, we are now racing a train. Can't lie, that's always a good thing. Where that train's going to stop is very bad now. And yeah, I would like to thank you so much for listening to my tutorial, basically babbling around. I hope this will help you with your future things, and I would like to see them. If you would like to show them on my Discord server, I'm happy to watch a couple of your plays, and maybe even give you some advice. I obviously do not have anything, I haven't actually put anything tutoring work around this of basically Scotland, so ScotRail. But there are some areas that I see a lot of detail and often very good at it. So I am okay at it. I would say it's not I am the best one, but I am okay at it, and it is a good way of just like creating your view, and also it's a good way of looking at that area and saying, oh look how well this looks, and most of them look great. They're running down very good, that's mostly. But yeah, this is like my little long I am planning to put like little cab rides videos around here. But if you'd like to see some more videos, put down the like button and heck, leave a comment asking me what else should I do a video on, because basically this one was about Will not knowing how to get into something. I need to actually make some pictures of it. I want to do that in between episodes, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial video. If you did, again, like, subscribe, enjoy your life, whatever you get up to. And yeah, you've been watching me making a game, and now you're watching the camera. I'm gonna allow you to watch it forever and test my that way, so it's actually just going to the speed, the capacity, and one. It's still very laggy, guys.